Hi guys, and welcome to the next episode on my YouTube channel. And this one is another leather repair, but this time it's a restoration on an interior of a Ford Capri. So, how can I put this? It's a really expensive interior for a really old car, but the price value is obviously only going up. So there's a lot of issues with the seat. I'm going to bring you in on my phone so it's easier to get close up and give you a little bit of a rundown from there. So I'll switch across to my phone straight after this. So here we are. Let me try to start somewhere. These seats has been refurbished before. Now, these little bits of tape have been put on from the customer because we have little problems here. There's a scratch across the leather here. So this is the base of the seat. Now, it's hard to try and pick up, but these seats are black. But can you see the difference between the centre and here? Someone has put some blue paint. It's really difficult to try and get up, but they're all full of oils and grease. The paint hasn't been applied correctly. It's the same on these, and if you look closely you can see the blue paint. Let's go across onto the main two seats, the passenger and the driver's. So can you see here, I've initially done the first stage of a clean on this seat. Huge difference just by a clean. The bolsters looking blue. We have a previous repair being done. I think that's unacceptable, do you? Because I do. So trying to make that look better, it's always made worse when you're trying to go over somebody else's power work. But nevertheless, we need to try and make them slightly better. And then we come on to the passenger side, I'm led to believe. And you can massively see the difference in colour. Coming round onto the bolster. Now this is where it's all worn. So there's not much that we can do here rather than we're going to try and make this look better. It's not going to be the world's greatest repair. In theory, we would need to get that retrimmed, but we're trying to keep this an original interior. So trying to keep the integrity of the car. The car's had a full restoration. So once this interior goes in, it needs to be as best as we can, but original. So here, there's a lot of cracking. A lot of that's due to obviously the nature of the seat in terms of getting in and out of the vehicle. But where someone's applied the paint hasn't been done correctly. So a lot of that is the paint's cracking as well. Here the customer had some tape on. I've just taken that off, and it just goes to show, put some tape on, and that shouldn't happen. So I'm going to show you where the customer's put the tape on this side. It's just to highlight the areas of concern for him. But if I take this off, and this will pull paint. There you go. So that shouldn't happen. So there's a lot of work to do on here. The first step is to get all of this cleaned. And then once the cleaning process has been done, we need to try and do all the minor repairs. And then on to, it'll make you a bit dizzy there. We need to do that one. So yeah, this is going to be a restoration that's going to take a few days. So yeah, I'll put you on the stand and we'll go from there. So guys, I don't want these videos to be a repeat. I've done another leather video previously. I've done a couple actually. So I don't want this to be exactly the same. There is going to be different repairs to do. There's going to be where we've got a red piping. So that all needs to be painted and masked separately. What I'm going to do is I'm going to do the work and then I'm going to bring you back in on camera. So I don't want to be putting time lapse on after time lapse. So after each stage I'm going to come back and explain what I've done. Just all of this is to give you, the customer, an idea of, you know, what goes on within a leather restoration in this case. So we've got colour issues, we've got, obviously that's come from where a previous guy has tried to repair it. They put the wrong colour on. We've got a bad repair. So we've got problem areas with the bolster. Yeah, there's quite a lot of things in order to get these back to a reasonable standard. So the first step is to get them all cleaned. So that's what I'm going to do now. For you watching this, that's going to be just a click of the finger. So, just like that, it's all cleaned down. Whew, 6 hours just to clean it. So, again, I'm going to put you back onto the phone here. If you bear with us. Right, let's go. And you should be on. All being cleaned. And you can see drastically the difference. Not as obvious, the bolsters. Now it's onto the repairs, and then we onto painting the beading. It's just going to show, hopefully that comes across by a leather repair or leather restoration. It's not just a quick fix. So this is just to give you guys an understanding of the work that actually goes in and what's involved. So yeah, that's it, all cleaned. And I should be back on this one. Yeah, I'm just trying to think of the best way to... I don't want these videos to be boring. I just want them to be real, if you get what I mean. The next task, as I say, is to do the repairs. There's not so many on the bases of the rear seats. There's a couple of repairs to do at the back. So what I think I'll do is I'll set you up and put you on a time lapse, just to show that I'm obviously doing the repair. Once all the repairs is done, I'm then going to bring you back in on camera just to show you again the repairs. Can't tell you all my secrets, can I? So yeah, so do the repairs, and then it's a case of masking up to paint the beading. So yeah, let's crack on.
Right everyone, sorted camera issues, I think. My fault. Autofocusing, I'm no Spielberg. So, you know, this is real world trying to video by myself. So yeah, apologies for the autofocusing on previous frames earlier on. Now, the last shot you've just seen is after repair, but again, the camera wasn't right, so I've cut that short, and I'll re-explain what we've done. So we've cleaned, I've done the repairs. I'm going to bring you back in on the mobile just to show you a little bit more closer up of the repair areas. You didn't see the two seats. Now I've been referring to this seat as the passenger seat. It's not, it's the driver's seat. So I'll bring you back in on the driver's seat and then on the passengers. So we missed them off on the last one. And also the video content that I recorded for doing the piping again has just gone horribly wrong. So painfully it's taken to mask off all the piping. I'll add a couple of a shot in so you can see what it's like with it being masked up. So this has been done on all of the seats and the red piping has all been painted. So when I bring you back in on the mobile to show you the repair, the piping has been coloured. It's been done. So yeah, let me bring you in on the mobile to show you around the seats.
So here we are. As you can see, the piping is looking on point. The repair areas, as you've seen on the previous shot, they've been done. Scroll round. Now the passenger seat. Can you remember the big horrible repair? And then these pads, rear pads is okay. Piping's just been coloured. Let us zoom in. So all that has been done. And then the driver's seat. So here we have the damaged bolster. Now here, I've been advised just to leave this alone because that can cause further problems. I'm going to do a little bit here, just when I come to that. But in order to repair that really correctly, taking these off to re-hit every hole in that stitch line is nigh on impossible. So we don't want to risk having issues here with getting this replaced. So again, trying to keep it all original. That's them all cleaned, prepped, repaired, piping repainted, and it's now ready to mask up and paint the main bulk of these seats.
Right everyone, that's it. So now what's left is to mask all of this up and then go to paint. So this is such a lengthy process. I don't want to bore you to bits with me just masking up and seeing another time lapse. So I'm going to mask it all up and then I'll bring you back in and show you the next process. So for you guys, again, that'll be just like that. The masking is done. Painstaking masking all the red piping. So it's what takes time to do these kind of jobs. But now it's finally, let's get some paint mixed and let's get sprayed. So yeah, let's go. painting complete. And I say painting, we've painted the red beading, we've painted the main sections of the seat, so the black. And now is ready to protect it all. So I'm going to mix the top coats for protection, spray them on, and then finally reveal the finished product. So bear in mind, guys, that this restoration, we're trying to keep the integrity of the seats without making them overly brand new again. So once they've been installed back into the car, then the car's had a full restoration paint-wise. Once these get fitted, you can turn around to say the interior is still the original interior. So huge benefits within that, but we don't want to make it overly, you know, apply too much paint to make it look brand spanking new. We want to, you know, it needs the creases of the natural leather, with skin being a natural hide. We don't want to take out every single blemish. So yeah, I think the customer will be happy. So yeah, get this top coat painted and I'll bring you back in for the finished product. So that's it, finito. So what this video is all about is for you, my potential customers. And I get a lot of inquiries in regards to leather restorations. So hopefully this just gives you an idea of what work actually goes into this. Obviously this video has been done over a number of days. So obviously the cleaning process was done another day, the repair work, another day was the application of paint, and now today we finished off with the top coat. So yeah, I'm not quite sure what else to say other than these has all been top coated. There is another protection gone onto that called Leather Shield of a colour lock product, which will protect against friction and like dye transfer like jeans. So pretty essential. Something like this should be done every 6 months. In between, there is another protector that can be done at home, maybe 2 or 3 times a year. So all that's left to say is thanks for watching, guys. Hope you enjoy this little video. Again, apologise about the beginning of it with the autofocus. But now, I can't remember without speaking to the customer. I'll try and get the information on the next shots of how old the car is. But it's it's a Ford Capri 2.8. Old car, full restoration, and now all the leather seats has all been refinished. Thanks guys, and I'll catch you on the next one.